Honestly, is there any other show like this one? Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Fleabag moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at the best moments from the first two series of Phoebe Waller-Bridge's hilarious black comedy, Fleabag. Number 10, when Fleabag surprised her boyfriend in the shower.
Hello? Harry?
Few scenes encapsulate Fleabag's unique brand of dark humour quite like this one. Upon returning home, our titular anti-hero notices that her boyfriend Harry is in the shower. As a prank, she rapidly creates a makeshift mask, grabs a large knife from the kitchen, and sneaks up on him. Suffice to say, she scares the living daylights out of Harry, whose reaction is both hilarious and totally justifiable. As Fleabag enters the shower to console her shock-stricken boyfriend, viewers can't help but reflect upon the fact that literally everything that she does ends with someone else feeling horrible.
Did you have a good day? Yeah, fine, I'm so sorry.
Number 9, Fleabag gets caught getting off to Obama. Fleabag is a complicated individual.
Power rarely gives up without a fight.
Case in point, this moment, where she decides to pleasure herself in bed while her boyfriend is sleeping right there next to her. And of course, that's hardly the most surprising aspect of the scene. No, that distinction belongs to the fact that Fleabag uses a speech by former US President Barack Obama as her, material.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Based on Harry's reaction, it obviously wasn't the first time he'd woken up to such a scene. But the best bit comes when he grills her on what Obama was talking about, only for her to sheepishly reply,
Iraq.
Fleabag's depravity knows no bounds.
Please don't contact me, or turn up at my house drunk in your underwear. It won't work this time.
It will.
Number 8, when Fleabag looked too good at the funeral.
Oh, what the hell? You look incredible.
Funerals are tough for a multitude of reasons. However, leave it to Fleabag to come up with an entirely new one. In this hilarious flashback scene, we see Fleabag preparing for her mother's funeral. There's just one problem. She looks incredible.
Just take some of your makeup off.
I'm not wearing any makeup.
What?
Adding to the hilarity of the scene is Boo and Claire's equally stunned reactions to Fleabag's perfect-looking skin and hair, with the latter falling in a really chic way, no matter what Fleabag does to it. The kicker comes when Claire and Fleabag greet the funeral attendees, with each of them offering their condolences, before telling Fleabag how incredible she looks.
Grief clearly agrees with you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Number 7, Fleabag and the Priest.
I don't want to boast, but I make a quack. Oh, bastard! Sorry!
Oh,
What with Fleabag being one of television's most debaucherous, if well-meaning characters, it seems only fitting that the second series saw her falling for a priest. As their relationship evolved, viewers were treated to a number of funny and surprisingly touching scenes. From Fleabag stating that she doesn't believe in God, only for a picture of Jesus to immediately tumble to the floor behind her,
well, I don't believe in God.
I love it when he does that.
to her and the priest trying on clerical outfits together. This unconventional courtship was entertaining to say the least. For our money, Fleabag's fourth wall breaking was never quite as funny as when she was with the priest.
I love you too.
Number 6, the Sexhibition. Godmother's overt sexuality may be in line with the show's tone, but that does little to soften the blow it regularly delivers to Fleabag herself. In the Series 1 finale, Fleabag attends her godmother's Sexhibition, with predictably hilarious results.
They're natural.
Things get off to a rocky start when Godmother turns Fleabag into a servant, complete with serving tray and name tag. She then proceeds to spend the entire event indulging her guests in a smorgasbord of uncomfortable and highly sexual artworks, including a celebration of the penises in her life.
I'd love one of these on my floor. Like a rug with perks.
It's debatable what was more awkward, Fleabag purposefully dropping an entire tray of champagne, or Godmother asking her if she recognised her father's penis. It's pure nightmare fuel.
It's just so very obvious to me.
Number 5, Fleabag's wedding present.
Oh. Thank you.
Series 2 kicks off with Fleabag's father and godmother getting engaged, much to our eponymous heroine's chagrin, and ends on their wedding day. True to form, Fleabag's gift, a golden statue, is actually something she stole from her godmother back in the first series. While her godmother is initially shocked, she goes on to inform her new daughter that the statue was based on Fleabag's deceased mother. Care to venture a guess as to what happens next? In a fitting end to the inanimate object story arc, Fleabag steals back the statue, obviously. Number 4, Fleabag and the bank manager bond.
So is your business surviving? I'm sorry.
The show does an excellent job of bringing back characters you never expected to see again and giving them fulfilling story arcs, like Series 1's bank manager. He starts off as little more than a secondary character, with Fleabag accidentally flashing him and ruining her chances of securing a loan.
It says in here that you opened the business with your partner in... Okay.
He appears again in episode 4 when both he and Fleabag are at the all-male and all-female retreats respectively. Finally, he shares a tender moment with Fleabag in the Series 1 finale, helping her find peace after she's effectively ruined everything in her life.
People make mistakes.
Be honest, did you expect a bit player from episode 1 to play such a pivotal role? Yeah, neither did we. Number 3, Claire's haircut. Poor Claire. On top of having to deal with a miscarriage, a husband who's both promiscuous and an alcoholic, not to mention her unpredictable and sex-crazed sister, she also has to come to terms with one of television history's worst haircuts.
Tell the truth. It's horrendous.
Seriously, just look at that. Claire hits the nail on the head when she exclaims she looks like a pencil, something Fleabag doesn't exactly correct her on.
Don't laugh! It's okay!
With her sister in a state of panicked frenzy, Fleabag marches straight into the hair salon and delivers a truly epic speech, highlighted by the instantly iconic line, "Hair is everything."
Hair is everything. We wish it wasn't, so we can actually think about something else occasionally, but it is.
If only Claire hadn't insisted on showing Fleabag the reference. Talk about undercutting a great moment. Number 2, the kiss in the confessional.
What were you praying about?
The highlight of Series 2 was undoubtedly the exciting, unconventional, and ultimately doomed relationship between Fleabag and the priest. And this was the scene that had everybody talking. Depressed, vulnerable, and emotionally exposed, Fleabag pleads with the priest to help her in a tension-filled visit to the confessional booth.
Frightened.
For what?
Forgetting things.
Upon asking him what to do, Andrew Scott's priest simply says, "Kneel," before pulling back the curtain and gently touching Fleabag's face. What followed was 4 episodes in the making, a kiss that fans had been expecting but were never certain they'd see. We'll say this, Phoebe Waller-Bridge certainly knows how to get the most out of every scene. Number 1, the worst family dinner ever.
Together here for a very special family gangbang.
From the father's brutally awkward speech to the godmother's passive-aggressive comments throughout, this family dinner was one that everyone involved would very much like to forget. We, on the other hand, couldn't get enough of it.
You know, in Finland...
Is there a reason that you're not drinking?
He's an alcoholic.
Oh, fun. My parents are alcoholics.
Oh, great.
Highlights include the introduction of the boozy, sweary, not to mention sexy priest, Martin somehow being worse despite not drinking, oh yeah, and Fleabag decking him in the face. We knew we were in for a wild ride the moment the show opened on Fleabag and an unidentified woman cleaning blood off their faces in the toilet, and yet the dinner scene still managed to shock us beyond words. You gotta love the show. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.